Hello, 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 hello.
Mm-hmm.
Hola. How do you say hello in Cambodian?
Thursday.
Let's try that again.
Thursday.
Suesday.
Yes.
Suesday.
Yes.
You have to say it slow like that, or is that just like you mixing some Texas in there with that?
Um, I say it slow on purposes for y'all to.
Oh,
to
so
say.
that we
Okay,
can
so
say
how do
it.
you say it? Like if you say someone called you and you're like, say it
We just say a normal hello.
Yeah, but how would you say it?
In
How fast
Cambodian.
in Cambodian?
In English.
Oh,
Okay. If you were in Cambodia,
yeah. Well, how would you say it to Grandpa?
I just say hey to him.
Stop it.
you are
You
being
know-
difficult.
Don't be difficult. Who is this person, Annie, sitting here? We've done one episode so far with just Courtney and I, and we've got a guest here.
Yeah.
We call her Annie,
Banana.
Annie Banani.
Mm-hmm.
Annie, but her real name in Cambodian, let's see if we can get this right.
Posovochita you.
Yes.
Pasavachitayo.
Mm-hmm.
How does Papa say it? Or how does your family say your name?
Posochita.
Okay, we got
Was
yeah,
the jita.
yeah, we have a hard time.
Was that close?
That's
Okay.
it's a hard language because of the sounds, right?
The sound, the tongue,
You have
air.
okay, you have to use a lot of air and a lot of
Mm-hmm.
a lot of P sounds and
Yep.
sounds. Yeah. We just have a hard time with that
Mm-hmm.
in our language.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we can't speak it. So Annie is long story short, why don't you talk about how you met Annie, Courtney?
Okay.
Okay.
What was the year?
It was 2014.
Was it?
I don't know.
Okay.
Somewhere around there probably.
So I would hypothetically 6 or 7 years ago.
Yes.
Okay, because you're 22.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, more than that. Because you were 13 when I met you. So almost 10 years ago.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I didn't realize it was
9
that.
years,
Okay,
okay.
so we were going to get donuts, stopped at Donut King Donut Shop in our local town. And yours truly swung the window open, barely peep over the counter. And she's like, "Good morning. What you want?" And it was like, I knew from that minute I needed her in my life on many levels. So I made it a pact that I was going to go to the donut shop. Of course, it helped that my kids loved the sprinkled donuts that Annie provided. And so we went to the donut shop at least 2 to 3 times a week just to see Annie. Cultivated a relationship, had the opportunity to lead her to the Lord, and she was baptized in our swimming pool at our house.
14 days later.
14 days later. She remembers it. Anyways, that's how we met Annie. And the Lord has richly blessed our family because of Annie. She has a natural servant's heart that is eager to serve in whatever capacity it is. And she's just a delight to be around. So
Today we're gonna talk about probably mostly about managing Airbnbs, managing short-term rentals, and how that ties in with Annie. Annie is a business person. She loves business, and she wanted to get into the real estate short-term rental, just learning how to invest for the long term in a real estate. And so we decided to go in on a property together. And Annie's job in that property, our job was to buy it and get it furnished on one side. It was actually a duplex. And then her job was to manage those properties. She's no longer doing that at the moment. She moved, but she's back for a little while. So from your experience, and that was us kind of starting.
Yeah.
That was in the beginning of our journey. So this was, 10 months ago when we kind of started this deal. And all of us were new. But you were brand new to the real estate game. This is your absolute first venture in any kind of real estate.
Yes. My first wet feet in there.
Yeah, you got your feet wet. So tell me about your experience.
To me, it's like kind of like a roller coaster ride, because when I first knew that I got it, I was happy, But then on closing day, y'all just toss the key at me and say, "Have at it. Just
Yeah.
do something with it," or you
Yeah.
know, try to, like the original like deal was to have him live in one side and have me manage the other.
Right. Yep. That's
But-
what we're going to do at first.
Mm-hmm.
What'd we change for, though?
We changed for Airbnb both sides
Why?
because I was having a hard time adjusting to that area.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And cash flow, too, right? Cash
Yes.
flow is a lot better when
Mhm.
you short-term rent something than when you long-term rent. Because you were going to pay to rent one side
Yeah.
and then manage the other side.
Mm-hmm.
The cash flow numbers are just so much better.
Yes.
Something else to talk about on that is it wasn't – so we kind of have two different levels of properties right now. And if you're thinking about it in real estate terms, we have, well, kind of three different levels. We have a C. That one's kind of a C property.
Yes.
We have another property that may be a B or B minus.
Yes.
And then we have a few that are B plus, maybe A minus. Okay. So managing a C minus property to a A minus property with the types of guests that you get is totally different.
For sure.
And so that's a challenge all in its own. If you're going from if you're talking about managing a property and you're looking at properties to buy to or rehab to short-term rent, you need to think about how it's going to be viewed from the guest standpoint. So if you're renting something for $60 or $70 a night versus if you're renting something for $300 a night, you're getting different types of guests. So I want you guys to understand that, do a little research on the mindset of your guest and the price and what kind of guests that you get accordingly. I don't want to go into too much details. I don't want to really offend anybody.
I don't want to profile anybody, but I was talking to someone yesterday, and what we have seen is with like the $60, $70, $80 a night properties that we have, those guests have complaints from a couple of crumbs by the toaster to a light bulb being out. Whereas those that spend $120 to $150 a night are, hey, we ran to the store and we grabbed a couple of light bulbs to change out one of the light bulbs there. We noticed a couple of crumbs that we understand. Sometimes things like that get overlooked. So it's a mindset. If
you're getting into this game, just understand the things that Courtney mentioned are going to happen. You're going to have problems. It's inevitable. The only reason you might not is if you're actually cleaning it and doing every bit of the management yourself, but you can't get past 2 or 3 properties
Right.
doing that.
You can't scale it if you're
No
the
skill.
one-man show, right?
So understand that. Understand the mindset of your guest based on your pricing. Now, the good thing is that, Annie, what was your occupancy rate when you were running the duplex? Do you remember about what it was?
About like 75 to 80%.
Yeah, 75 to 80%.
Yep.
And most of it was, so they're decorated really cute, and they were a great value.
Yes.
You're speaking past tense.
They are decorated very cute. We still have them.
Yeah.
And they're a great value.
Yeah.
So
They
75,
cash flow.
they cash flow. It's a cash cow, but it takes more to manage them.
For sure.
So understand that. You can make an Airbnb work. These are this duplex is in what you would call a low-income area, kind of rough area. We state
Amazing neighbors.
the neighbors are awesome.
Yep.
We state that in our listing.
Yeah.
Right? We want to be up front. We
Yeah.
ask people. We actually give the address in our
Right.
listing, which is something that most Airbnb hosts do not do. We've stayed at Airbnbs where when we showed up, we were like, oh, my goodness, are we safe?
Yeah. Yep.
Nice house, but terrible neighborhood. So we want to be totally upfront with that. And we're going to start putting all our listings in the show notes so you can go look up these properties so you can get some experience and understand and know that our pricing is based on our market and yours may be different, but gives you an opportunity to look and see what we've done and if you want to mimic that. So we didn't really know if it was going to work, but it did.
Yeah.
It's just more work. So in your time in management, as you were managing those duplexes, what did you learn, Annie?
That timing is really important, and I need to be able to use it wisely,
Your time?
both our time and my time, because I was doing it while I was working at a restaurant business,
How many hours were you working at the restaurant a week?
about 50, 60.
Okay. And managing two doors.
But
Yes.
also was getting up early to help
Yes.
run a family business as well.
Yeah. She had 3 different things going on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a lot.
I remember
Annie was tired.
one day. Do you know what I'm going to talk about?
What?
One day we got a booking. Annie had found a cleaner that she wanted to just kind of minister to, help out. She needed some money.
Yeah.
And so Annie hired her to clean, and we had a checkout that day.
Yes.
And she hadn't made it over there to clean yet, but we had like turned around and got another booking for that exact same day. So a checkout, check-in, same day.
Same day.
You have a 4.5 to 5 hour window, but these particular properties do not have wash machines or dryers on them. So it means a quick turnaround at the laundromat to get all of the laundry done.
Yes.
Have extra
Yes,
sheets.
at least 3.
2 or 3 sets.
3.
3
Yep.
sets.
So anyways, I knew that she was working at the restaurant, and I kept calling and I was texting, and I was like, I don't want her to fail. I really do not want her to fail. I don't want someone to show up and all of the beds be destroyed. So anyways, I decided to show up to her workplace, and she was like, Mama was wrong. Mama was wrong. I'm like, Annie, we have a booking. Like, it has to get cleaned. And she just went into like sheer panic mode. Like, of course, we're like coming off of a pandemic, and
At that time, yes.
no one wants to work. So it's like her and 2 other people working. So when she asked the manager if she could leave for an hour or so, the manager said no. But when the manager calls Annie and needs Annie to do something, Annie drops whatever, goes and picks her up food from another restaurant so she has something to eat on her break. That's the type of person we're dealing with here with Annie. But anyways, all that to say that I saw you jump into action. I know it freaked you out from the bottom of your soul.
Yeah. And Annie's right. Like when we kind of partner with somebody, it's in the when we partner with somebody and we give them the responsibility, you're right. We threw you the keys. Now, we were there to hold your hand, but we weren't going to do it for you.
I was going to say, like, we threw you the keys, but we didn't throw you to the wolves.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I don't know. Were we available to
24/7.
Okay, so you don't feel like we abandoned you.
No.
Okay.
I just need that.
Gave her the opportunity with the support behind it.
Yeah.
That's just how we operate. Like if you're going to give somebody an opportunity, you have to trust them to do it right and also allow them some room to fail. There's 2 ways that we can learn as humans that I believe in, and one is by failing. That's probably the best way to learn.
Yeah.
But 2 is by really intently listening to those who have gone through that before you and who have already failed.
Oh, for sure. I'm really about learning from other people's mistakes.
Yeah, I typically learn by creating my own failures.
All right. That's how you learn.
So but I'm learning to listen to other. That's one thing that Annie's really good at is learning to listen through other people's failures, so that you don't have to go through that heartache and failure. You can change something before it even happens.
Yeah. So I think we need to cut off here, part 1.
Okay.
And then we can move into part 2.
People they might miss us until the next episode.
I'm confident they'll miss Annie you.
They're gonna miss Annie. We need to get Annie talking more.
Yep.
About the Bambi part.
What's the Bambi?
She wants to share her story. So Annie moved down to Victoria.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So, just one day, Papa just texted me, "Hey, you want to come down here for 9 days?" And say, "Okay, let's go." So
Mama needs help. We're furnishing a new Airbnb, or 2 of them.
I was going to say,
2
A?
The couple.
Okay.
couple.
Mama needs help. Can
Daddy
you
recognized a need and he met it.
can you help, Annie? We need some help.
I said, "Okay, I'm coming."
What were you praying? Were you praying before that?
Oh yes, lots
Okay,
of praying.
What were you praying about before?
Like, God, please give me a direction right now, because I'm not moving anywhere in this year. So give me strength, give me some light. So he just pop up, say hello.
That's how it was whenever, remember I ran into you in the lingerie section at Walmart.
Yes.
That was the rekindling. That's how you, when I ran into you, then it was like an hour later, you're sending me, hey, mama, let's buy this. Let's
Okay.
buy this property. Let's buy this property. That, okay.
Okay.
Okay, so carry on. Daddy calls you,
So-
texts you, whatever.
Okay, I'm gonna say yes, sir. I'm heading there on the 9th.
Yeah, the 9th, or I think.
So,
Yeah.
so 12 a.m. on the 9th.
Annie decided to drive from Victoria back to East Texas, which is
Yeah.
about a 6-hour drive. She decided to leave at midnight because she likes to drive at night when there's not as many cars on the road, because the roadways make her nervous.
Yeah,
She's been
nervous. Nervous. She's like, oh God, I'm driving through this. Oh Lord, too many cars.
Okay, so then what happened?
And then I just went into this gas stop. You know, empty my bladders,
Okay.
get me another Red Bull, and
Okay.
just head out. And then the GPS lead me to this little forest. And I just called the David Crockett Forest.
That's what it's called.
It's called David
Oh,
Crockett.
no. You were in Crockett, the town.
Yeah, the town, but I called
think
David
it's-
Crockett.
I think it's close.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Crockett runs through the Davy Crockett
Okay.
Forest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I just drive on there. But my
The
fog
GPS
light.
just kept messing up, wasn't it? It was like, it could not.
No, she doesn't pay attention to the GPS.
I did.
How many times?
Her depth perception is off. So, like, she thinks that she still has, like, a mile to go, and it's like, turn left. She's like, oh, there? That's where I was supposed to turn left?
I thought you said that you like just you skip the exits. It's telling you to exit because you think you could just go up further and take the next one. Do you do that? Okay.
Yeah.
No, it's not because she thinks there's another alternative. She just thinks that it's, like, getting closer.
Listen, Annie, I am in that boat. If I am on the phone or chewing gum while I'm driving with the GPS going, I will miss my exit.
Anything.
Yeah.
Anything.
Mhm.
So what happened?
So I was driving like behind this 18-wheeler. It was clear. Like I don't see anything in sight. Not even a raccoon. Not even a ants in sight. So I was driving. So I am confident that I can drive by myself
You
with
can make it.
nothing. Yeah, I can make it. And then just boom. The mother of Bambi just popped up.
Oh,
and said,
no.
"Hey, come on, let me add some spice into this trip." And then just
Okay.
my right side just torn up.
It is. Okay.
It's
You
a-
had 4 more hours to drive at that point, right?
What
Four
was,
more.
3.
what was in your car?
Bunch of stuff.
No, like you said there was something in your car.
Just stuff like,
No, was there a marching band, like a high school marching band?
oh yeah.
That's what you told
That's what it Carson. It listen,
It's
it destroyed the front right of her car. Destroyed it.
Yep.
And she continued. She drove the rest of the way
The
to
fender
East
is
Texas.
like dragging the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's destroyed.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it for today. Thank y'all for joining us. If you would like, share, subscribe. We're gonna put our Airbnb links in the description. Also, if you want to sign up as a host on Airbnb, we'll put our link for you to do that under us if you want to. We do make some money from that if you decide to do that. If you do decide to do that,
Do you have to disclose that you make money off of affiliate links?
I think people just want you to be transparent.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
I would want
I feel
somebody
like
to be
every time I
transparent.
look on a blog or something, it's like we do get paid if you click on this link.
It's just being transparent.
Okay.
So if you decide to do that, let us know in the comments. Somehow let us know that you signed up under our link, and we'll check when you finish your listing, I'll spend 15 minutes looking at it. And just if you would like, I can give you some pointers based on what we've done before. So
Cool.
that's kind of a return of value there. So let us know if you decide to sign up with our link. There'll be other products that we use in there too. If you decide that you want to use those in your Airbnbs, you can use those and use our links to do those. Thanks for joining us today.
Yep.
Remember, love God, love others, and let your work reflect that. We'll catch you on the next one.
Mm-hmm.